Hey there guys, welcome back. So today I'll be showing you guys how to make a custom logo for your YouTube channel for absolutely free. So I'll be using three websites in this video. All of them are absolutely free for anyone to use. So we have Photopea, which will be our photo editing tool for today's video. We have thefont.com, which will be our free fonts website. I might have previously introduced you to this in my previous banner video. And then finally we have Google, from where we're going to get our pictures from. So to start off with, I'll first go ahead and make a new project on Photopea. I'll go ahead and set my dimensions to 2000 x 2000, right? You can copy these settings here, and I'm going to go on and hit create. So that's going to give me a square. Let me expand this. Yep, that's going to give me a square canvas. Yep, and so we're going to start working from here. So before I start working, we're first going to go select a good looking wallpaper for this particular canvas. So I'm going to go ahead to Google, and I'm quite obsessed with these patterns right now. So you call them liquify patterns. If you go to Google Images and type liquify patterns, you get these images. So I like this one. I'll probably go ahead, copy this one and paste it here. So go ahead, Control V to paste it here, and to change the dimension of this image I press on Alt Control T and go ahead and expand that. Let's make it big. I'll probably rotate it by 90 degrees to make it easier. Yeah, yep, this looks nice. Alright, so I'm done with the placement right now. What I'm gonna do now is probably go ahead and search for a font. So to search for my font, I'm going to be using thefont.com, like I explained earlier. So the interesting thing is fonts are categorized in a lot of different categories here at thefont.com. And I personally like sans serif fonts, so I'm just going to go ahead to sans serif. And Akira is my personal favorite. And another thing, when you're searching for fonts, if you want to know if it really suits your logo, let's say your channel's name is TechTube and you want your logo to have two T's, so TT. So in my case, it's Lovotech, so I think I'd like to have a logo like LT. So I'm going to go ahead and type LT here in the preview section and press on enter. And it's going to preview your logo in that specific font. So I really like this one. I'm actually going to make it LTK. That sounds pretty nice. So you can see a whole bunch of fonts previewed in LTK. These two fonts look quite similar. I'm going to go ahead with Akira today. So I'm going to go ahead, hit download. So once you're done downloading, you get, oh my goodness, where is it? Yep, you get this file here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this zip file, and I'm going to be, so you usually get an OTF file or a TTF file. I honestly don't know what the difference is between both of them. So in this case we have OTF, so I'm just going to go extract OTF here and keep that there in my desktop. I'm going to go back to Photopea. I'm going to go to font, the type tool, and I'm going to go to this particular section here. I'm going to go ahead and load font, and I'm going to go to desktop and load my font. Yep. Alright, so Akira is loaded. So I'm going to go ahead and type, let me expand this again for you, LTK. So you can see the text is quite tiny. So what I'll do is basically increase the size, and if it still isn't my size, what I usually do is press Control Alt T to transform the text, and from here I'll be dragging it up like that. Yep, this looks better. I'm gonna go change my font now. I'm gonna change it to Akira, so I'm gonna go ahead and type AKIRA. Okay, we got it here. All right, wonderful. Now it looks a bit too big, so I'm gonna go ahead and press Control Alt T. So this is the shortcut that I'm using in case you want to use like the actual command. It should be here in, hold on, all right, yeah, image transform. Oh my goodness, now I'm doing something wrong. Oh yep, it's in edit and free transform. So you can see the shortcut here is Alt Control T, which is what I was using all this time. So free transform, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a bit smaller. Yep, this looks pretty decent. I'm gonna press OK, and now I want the text to be center aligned. I'm not really sure if it's center aligned to this square box. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and press Control A, and then go ahead. This will be center horizontally, center vertically, and then Control D to undo the select. Now, yep, I feel like it's still a bit small, so I'm gonna press Control Alt T to transform it again. I'm gonna make it a little bit more bigger. Yeah, that looks nice. Yep, that should do. So in this case, I first want to change the background. I don't like the purple and yellow. It doesn't match my YouTube theme. So first I'll go ahead and hide my text layer here. I'll go ahead and go to layer 1, which is where my background is. And I'm going to go down and watch this carefully. So I'm going to click on this particular option here. Then I'm going to go ahead to gradient map. So from gradient map, I'm going to go ahead, go to the gradient editor. And then I'll change color to something that I like. So probably, yeah, I like blue, so I'll probably go with blue. You could mess around with the colors and see what you like the best. Yep, this light blue looks pretty nice. So I adjusted this, and if you want to adjust the darker color, which is white here, you could go to this one here and then change it. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that, so I think I'll stick with white. Yep, press OK. I'm gonna hide this layer. So you can see gradient map creates a new layer. So if you hide that layer, it goes back to the normal color. So I'll leave it there like that. My text layer is on top. Now I'm going to go ahead and customize my text layer. So for that, I'm going to go ahead, double click on that layer. I'm going to go ahead to gradient overlay to add some gradient effects on the text. I'll go ahead and probably give it a slight blue doesn't match, so I'll probably go with a slight light gray color, or maybe even dark blue. Yep, maybe this. Make it a little bit more subtle. I might actually go with the light gray, like I said earlier. Yeah, I like that subtle look to it, that really slight touch of gray to white on it. Yep. And yep, that should do it. We have a nice looking gradient here. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put a drop shadow. So I'll increase the opacity to 100%. I'll set the blending mode to normal. I'm going to set the angle to 90 degrees. So it comes downwards. So you can see you can adjust the angle according to the way you want the shadow to be cast. In my case, I want it to look downwards, so I put it on 90 degrees. Then you can adjust the distance, how far away your shadow is going to be from the main text. I usually like to leave it on 0 and then set the spread to like 100% and size to like this much. You could quite obviously mess around with it the way you like it to be. I like it to be this way, so I'll probably go ahead and press OK. So this looks pretty decent. So the background right now looks quite washed out because we changed the color, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead again and increase the vibrance. So I'm going to click on vibrance, increase the vibrance a bit. That doesn't do much of a change, honestly. So we might go ahead and test something else. I'll delete this layer. I'll go ahead and test my brightness and contrast. So in my brightness and contrast, I'm going to increase the brightness. No, that's okay. That looks a bit different, but not really what I'm looking for. So I'll probably go ahead and set it back to 0. Whoops, 0. Yep. And I'll increase my contrast to see if it looks nice. Yeah. So I like the darker color a lot better, so I'll probably decrease the contrast entirely. These are optional steps in case you don't like the background color, that is. So I didn't like it that much, so which is why I'm doing that. And that is basically it. You have your logo here. So to export it, basically go to File. Gonna go here, export as, and I usually suggest exporting as PNG because that is the highest file quality. So press PNG. We're gonna name this Lovotech logo. All right. Make sure the file format is PNG. Quality is set to 100%. Save it, and there you go. You have your brand new logo right here. It's as simple as that. Now you could go ahead and change it. Change the logo on your YouTube channel or social media websites or things like that. So in the case where you have any questions, any issues with Photopea, if you'd like to know more, feel free to drop down your comments down below in the comment section. Make sure you smash that like button just so I know you love this video. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching the videos, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. See ya.